Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
This segment is sponsored by Palm Mechanics. Well, good morning and thanks for joining us today again on Living Local Carolina. Today I'm joined again by Matt Dix. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Now, you're the owner of Palm Mechanics and you're working on a job today. It's right behind us. Look at this beautiful palm tree that you guys have been working on.
Yes, ma'am. We are actually doing some diamond cuts on some Pendo palms, as well as some full service on some Palmetto palms. We work with all species of palms, just get them in a thriving state.
Love it. So the reason why we're doing this segment today is we wanted to be able to show what the process looks like whenever you actually come out to somebody's house and work on these trees. What are some reasons why your customers have called Palm Mechanics instead of trying to do this themselves?
One of the bigger reasons we find is lack of knowledge to the types of palm trees they have and how to care for them properly. Another real big reason is not having the proper tools. You know, we don't use chainsaws on our palm trees. We've spent years dialing in our handcrafted process. Another big reason is ladders. You know, some of these trees can get pretty tall and sketchy. Not to mention the amount of debris that come off of these trees. Transportation issues, no way to really haul this stuff away. Any of those reasons, we're here to help.
And we were looking at some of these palm fronds earlier. Is that what they're called?
These are actually boots.
The boots.
Yes, ma'am.
He's all about the education, y'all.
Yes, ma'am. Let me grab
Show me one of these
for
boots. This is why you shouldn't try to do it yourself. You're gonna get hurt.
These things can be pretty messy, pretty rough. If you'll notice, there's spikes on the side here that can cut you, have you bleeding. Also, you'll notice how it's real wet right here. These things actually act as a pocket holding the dirt, creating extra moisture issues, the bugs, the germination. So with us cutting these off, it's a diamond cut, cleaning these trunks up, we basically eliminate those pockets for the pest and get the tree overall just easier to look at and work with.
And I've said this before, but once you see what a good palm tree looks like, you never go back. He has ruined palm trees for me. Whenever I drive around, I know if he's done a palm tree or not. Because, I mean, look at this. It's ridiculous. It looks so much better. And it really just makes you happy to go in your yard.
It does. It does. Thank you.
All right, so you mentioned this before, but you guys do not use chainsaws for a number of reasons. What are some of those reasons?
One of the biggest reasons, really, this is just an example. This side here has been cut with a chainsaw. Looks like you put a beaver in the tree and let him chew on it.
It does.
This side here, super clean, easier to work with. That's our cut. It just makes a big difference on the tools you use and how to care for these trees properly. Tools is the big thing.
And it also gives you the freedom to be able to do these jobs, you know, later at night or early in the morning. We're not making hardly any noise right now, and it's pretty early.
Absolutely. We do night jobs. Some of our motels, when the pools close at night, we go in and we're able to do all of that. First thing in the morning, we kind of slide in, extremely quiet. All the tools we use don't make noise.
Love it. So if somebody's watching right now and they have a palm that they want you to come check out, what are the options on how they can get that taken care of?
We tried our best to make this process as easy as possible. Like most others, we do a on-site free evaluation estimate. And for some of our busier customers, I'd say, we have an online option. You can send us photos of the trees or trees you have concerns about, and we can do an evaluation that way. Basically, you can send us a photo via text, email. You can send us a photo online at our website, Facebook Messenger. Whatever's easiest for you, send those photos in. We'll give an evaluation, shoot you a price that same day. If that's something that we can lock in together, then we'll go ahead and get you set on the schedule. We have a new website, that's palmmechanics843.com, or you can give us a call at 843-455-4456.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
This story is sponsored by Stellantis. Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. We have a little bit of a different interview today. I'm joined by Mickey Bly and Stephen Johnson. How are you guys doing?
Doing great.
Doing well.
Good morning.
Awesome. Okay, we're talking about a challenge today, the Battery Workforce Challenge. What is it? What do people need to know about it?
Well, the Battery Workforce Challenge is a partnership with the Department of Energy and Stellantis. And what we're doing in this challenge is really over a 3-year period of partnering with universities, 12 universities, and those universities are working with technical community colleges to develop the next generation of technology for electric vehicles, but also developing the next generation of engineers coming out of the great universities like Clemson and 11 more across the country. It is a partnership we see as critical for that transition that we're going for, that's happening in the United States right now, because we really don't have this basis anywhere in the country. So it's something we're proud to do, and Department of Energy is a great partner with us. This isn't to find out who can't do the job. It's really trying to change the mentality at a university level of they want to be inspired to be in the automotive industry and work on the future cars, whether it's with Stellantis, which we'd love, but also we want really the industry to get stronger by developing these students.
Awesome. Okay. Stephen, can you tell me a little bit about your team and your school?
Yeah, so I attend Clemson University, and so far our team has been growing so much in the past couple semesters. Beginning, we had around, I'd say, 6, and right now we're carrying around 20. A lot of the big things we have is networking events, which have been a fantastic opportunity, but also pushing our minds a little bit more in the hands-on side of education. At first, school is a lot of just notebooks and papers, and so being able to force our minds to do something other than study, take an exam has been a great experience.
I love that. All right, guys, how can people learn more information about this competition?
Well, you can follow, we'll have lots of social media feeds out there, but if you want to follow the whole competition, you can follow us on avtcseries.org, avtcseries.org.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Living Local Carolina. My goodness, this is my office for today. I'm out here with Coach Goody. What's up? How are you?
You are in my world, yeah. Doesn't it feel awesome? Check it out. What a day. We're going to play some volleyball in the sand, a little beach volleyball. Are you ready?
I am kind of ready. Let's first talk about what you do and how you got all of these volleyball courts.
Yeah, so super exciting. It was 2013, and my daughter, she was like 13 years old, and she was playing indoor volleyball, club volleyball, and she's like, I played beach, and she always would watch Dad go off and play in these tournaments and stuff. I'm just like, Dad, I want to learn to play beach volleyball. Can you teach me? And I was like, yeah, that'd be awesome. Let's do it. And I said, well, we had 3 courts down here at the time. I was like, well, why don't we get your teammates, see if anyone else wants to come? And we started a little club, and we had like 20 kids, and we did a couple months of training, and that's how it started.
And it's grown to be pretty darn big now.
It has. It slowly grew, and really COVID, surprisingly, is what helped it grow, because there wasn't a lot of things going on, but we were allowed to do beach volleyball, and I was kind of one of the first sports that kind of went back out and got the kids going. It was a little scary at first, but once everyone got out there, it was so exciting, and it just blew up. And the tournaments, we had more and more people coming here for the tournaments, and since then it's really grown more and more. So it's exciting.
Love it. And you were saying that this is the kind of sport that's for everybody, all levels, all ages.
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
Yeah, because everybody kind of, oh yeah, I love volleyball. They remember in PE playing, and maybe they had 4 on one side, or maybe they had 8, right? So it just kind of depends where you're at, whether you're out at a family picnic or whether you're a professional playing 2-on-2. Whether you have 10 on one side and 10 on the other, or 2-on-2. So there's a lot of flexibility, and people just want to play and have a good time. Yeah. So it's fun.
Love it. So for people that might be watching this right now and are interested in playing a game or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, how can they do that? Can they get in contact with you?
Yeah.
What's the deal?
Yeah, so my website is I have two different, you have grandstrandsand.com, so they can reach out there. And then really, you just come out here. These courts are free to use to the public, so just come out and play. You know, you need a ball, you know, call some friends and get out here and play.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, one of my huge mottos in life is that you always deserve to have a sweet treat. And so today, I'm at Pawleys Island Bakery with the owner, Michael. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for coming over.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to take the grand tour, so why don't you go ahead and lead the way?
Come on in.
All right, thank you.
Welcome to the bakery. We've been open almost 14 years,
Okay.
serving this community well.
And I can already tell whenever you walk in here, this is just one of those spots that people love coming by, like multiple times a week. You come and get your fix, but like, what are some of the key items that are popular here?
Oh my goodness, the breakfast sandwich is the hottest item by far. People love those, it's their daily breakfast. We have cheese danishes, we have pies, we have cookies, we have cupcakes, we have specialty desserts. Our lunch sandwiches are nice and hearty, so fills you up. It's a good spot. The most important thing is this is just a chill spot to hang out. We have so many regulars and locals that come in. We have a lot of regulars that tour here, and so for us, knowing all these different smiling faces that come by, it makes it fun for us. It's a family atmosphere. We're family operated and owned, so it's a good spot to be.
So it's Tiffany Clark. I am the cake decorator. I am also the manager.
You and your husband both work here.
Yes.
It's like a big happy family.
So it's all we've ever known.
Okay.
We worked together at the last place we were at, and that's actually where we met.
I love it. I love it.
And so when I started here in May of 2020, it was the weirdest time in our relationship that we weren't working together. And so then, yeah, November of 2020, he started working here.
Was there a moment in your life where you thought, this is what I'm supposed to be doing? Or did it just serendipitously happen?
So I've always loved baking. My dad, big baking fan. I always loved doing it. I never eat it.
Interesting.
I am a pastry chef who does not eat sweets, really. I have to really want them. When the Culinary Institute up in Market Commons announced that they were doing a full program on baking and pastry, I originally started out wanting to do cakes, and then when I started there, I still loved to do cakes, but I enjoyed doing like chocolates and stuff like that better.
That's hard.
It's fun.
That's the tough stuff.
It's
I
fun.
mean, you can really mess up a chocolate.
Yeah, no, it's temperamental, but I like that. I like the more structure. I like cooking, but cooking is kind of like fly by the seat of your pants, whereas baking is very structured, very like to the T, exact measurements, otherwise everything comes out, and I like the control of that.
Yeah, if you've ever tried to substitute like baking soda for baking powder in a
does not
recipe,
work.
that's exactly what she's talking about. So what is your favorite type of cake to decorate?
I love doing birthday cakes for people, but my favorite would always be weddings. Just to be a part of that like biggest day of somebody's life is so special. I love what I do. They always say you never work a day in your life if you enjoy what you're doing. And I do. I do love this.
So now we're back in the kitchen.
Yeah, hanging out in the kitchen.
This is where all the breakfast sandwich magic happens,
This
right?
is where the magic happens. My main man, Tanner, right here, he likes to mix it up on the grill. There's some love put in that sandwich.
You want the dynamic to be really fun. Like you want to have fun with your employees.
Yep.
You want everybody to have a good time while they're working here.
Absolutely.
Why is that important to you?
Life is short. You want to enjoy coming to work every day. If, like Tiffany said in there, it doesn't end up being like work if you're having a good time.
Yeah.
So, and then the customers feel that too. We want the community to feel like they walked into their second home and they're just hanging out for a little while and with their good friends.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.